Okay, big breath time, here we go. This is the Porsche Panamera 4 e-hybrid Sport Turismo. My goodness, you thought the royal baby had a long name, but this is it. Porsche have gone and done it. They showed this car about 5 years ago. I didn't know if they'd come through with it. Well, here it is. And I have to say, I was genuinely surprised that they came out with this estate car, the shooting brake. What I'm not surprised about though, is that it's a hybrid. I say that why? Well, not just because of the cars like the 918 and the upcoming Mission E machines, but the fact is long before they even considered petrol, Porsche made electric cars. In fact, Ferdinand Porsche, history lesson time here, made his first electric vehicle in 1898, 120 years ago. And now here it is, the second generation Panamera. It's a hybrid, we'll talk about that in a moment, but it's also an estate car, a shooting brake if you like. About half a centimetre taller, that's a little bit, but there's a lot more headroom in the back because the roof line goes through a lot longer. So does this rear wheel arch, which I think overall makes this the best, styling wise in my opinion, the best balanced Panamera. Obviously it's a wagon, which means you've got a bit of space in the back. So here it is, the mighty wagon tailgate, Sport Turismo tailgate. And there you see, 425 litres of space, fold the seats down, $12.95, slightly less than you get in the non-hybrid models. But what you do get, if you come around here, is an extra filler flap. Not like the petrol one on this side. This one is a plug for the electric socket. So plug in there and you get 50 Ks of all electric motoring. Piece of cake. Now the good side of that too is this isn't one of those hybrids that gives up on the electric power at the smallest touch of the accelerator. This will do 140 Ks an hour, which as you know legally is more than you'll ever need on all electric power. Fantastic. But then it's helped along, you see, by this. A 2.9 litre twin turbo V6. What a monster of engine. Now combined together with the electrics, this car will do 277 Ks an hour, 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds. How's that for a hybrid? There's some other numbers too which are just amazing. Officially, the fuel economy of this car is 2.5 litres per 100 kilometres. That is the official fuel consumption. In old school terms, sounds even better, 113 miles per gallon. 56 grams per kilometre of CO2 emissions. That'll be a big thing going forward. But essentially, when you use this car in all electric mode, you're more environmentally friendly than a bus. And I would actually be brave enough to say more environmentally friendly than a cyclist, because you're not breathing out all that CO2. So you're relaxed, you see. Numbers wise, this car, 237,200. It starts at this one with a whole bunch of extras. Is ready to go at 255,690. Go and see the team at Giltrap Porsche. They'll give you all the details and options and tell you heaps more about this car. But as good as those wheels look, I reckon the best view of the new Panamera, and especially the Sport Turismo, is behind the wheel. Come inside here, because this is where you see, I think, the biggest improvement over the original, and that's the way the inside's laid out. Not a whole lot of buttons, it's all backlit, it's just beautifully sort of set out, and that's I guess what Porsche do so well. And I've got to say, it's behind the wheel that the Panamera really shines. And I've driven a few of these cars, and they are a big car, but they shrink around you. And the best way to describe it is, say you were driving to the top of the Coromandel. This would monster the motorway, keep you nice and calm and patient over State Highway 2. Once you got past Kopu, my goodness, you would not wipe the smile off your face. And that's really, to me, what the Panamera is all about. In fact, I wouldn't say Sport Turismo, I'd say Gran Turismo, a GT car. But I suppose I can't, because Porsche sort of do a good job with GTs, don't they? But that's a whole other story.